Hey everybody, welcome to our channel where we dive deep, line by line, into the Old Testament. And if you are new here, we ask a few questions of the Bible from my big notebook where I write down all of my thoughts and questions. So if you like to question the Bible and know more of it, then, well, you're in the right spot. And we are in Genesis chapter 19, verses 33. And we're just carrying on from where Jehovah just, killed everybody in Sodom and Gomorrah. And Lot and his two daughters, they escape and they go to this cave, and the daughters are plotting to have sex with their father to carry on the lineage of humanity. So that's where we are. And my thought is, it starts off, with them continuing their plot, the two daughters. And I just scratched my head. I'm like, these are the chosen people? Like, this is who it is, the wrath of God. He just kills everybody else, but he allows this sort of perversion. It seems strikingly odd. And I'd love to hear your comments about that, if there's anything I'm missing in that assessment. And then we go on. One of his daughters, they get their dad drunk, and she goes in there and has sex with him. The next day, the second daughter does the same thing, gets the dad drunk, goes and has sex with him, and both of them get pregnant. And I have a couple of my questions. My first, I just wrote real big, like, really? That's what y'all are doing? How does a drunk guy perform? And then how would he not know it? I've had too much wine before. Well, first of all, men's little wee-wee doesn't work real well on alcohol. And if you are aroused enough to actually perform when you're drunk, you're going to remember it. Not unless you're just a total, complete passing out alcoholic. And then you have the problem of not being able to get it up. I just think, I'm just scratching my head at this. And then another question is, if everything is destroyed, where do they get the wine? where do they get so much wine that they can sit around and get their dad drunk, for a couple of days straight? I don't know. It's pretty interesting. And then we go on to Genesis chapter 21, verses 1 through 3. It just jumps into a whole different story. They just forget about this craziness. And Abraham takes a journey to this town, which I can't pronounce correctly, probably. It's Gerar, where once again he does the exact same thing with another king. Previously in Genesis, Abraham goes to Pharaoh and tells Pharaoh that that's his sister, and tricks Pharaoh and all this nonsense. But he does the exact same thing. He learned his lesson. I can lie and be deceitful and get all sorts of riches. So I just find it strange. So Sarah lies too and says Abraham is her brother. Abraham says Sarah's sister to this new king of this town or city. And why? My question is, first of all, how does the king even know them and know they're there? Where does the attention on them come from? And Sarah is old. She's 100. Is she still beautiful and attractive at 100? I mean, is she? Why would the king want her in the first place? Or does she have some sort of talent? Like, what is it? Why would the king want her? And how do you get noticed by the king in the first place? These are very valid points. And God appears to this king, however you pronounce his name, Abimelech, or something along those lines. And in this dream, God tells him, take that woman back to Abraham. It's not his sister, it's his wife. And this confuses the king because, the king goes on to explain to God, well, he told me it was his sister, and then she said it was his, Abraham was her brother. And he's like, I'm innocent here. And what is striking to me, what stood out, was that Jehovah punishes the Pharaoh with some plagues before, and he was innocent. This king is also innocent, and he doesn't get punished. So why is that? And how is lying to the king righteous? Because he tells the king in the dream that Abraham is the chosen one, he's the righteous one. But if you're so deceitful, is that the definition of righteousness to this portrayal of what Jehovah is? Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. And the underlying lesson is that, you lie and you get royalty to give you a lot of possessions, which is exactly what happens here. So how is this a good lesson? If any of y'all have any ideas or thoughts, I'd appreciate you telling me, because I find it strikingly odd. So that is it for that. That's enough. That's a bite-sized chunk for us to digest and try to meditate upon to figure out if there's any nuggets of wisdom in there that we could use in our daily lives. And if you are a person who is exploring not only religious texts of all religions and really wanting to engage with really good people that try to do our best to elevate each other and help each other in this journey and walk through life and in our spiritual path, then if you're in the local area, come out and see us. You can find out more information at themysticsofTexas.com. And we also have another YouTube channel, Mystics of Texas, where we explore a wide array of topics that help deep dives into ourselves so that we can know ourselves better, love ourselves better, forgive ourselves, and do the same with others, and commune and meditate with the divine and connect to nature the best way that we can. And if that appeals to you, then come out, make new friends, do something different, live outside of your comfort zone. It's good for you. And with that, y'all have a good day, and we'll see you next time.